was the gift of the curse. Now the election coming up, I see a lot of people throwing a lot of black people throwing their hat behind Kamala Harris. Now, do y'all feel any particular way about Miss Harris or Donald Trump?
I feel like, there is no national scale politician that I will ever like. Unfortunately, if I had to choose between Trump and Harris, of course I'm choosing Harris.
Why?
Because specifically of the lack of, I don't want to say the lack of rights, because we as a people already are losing so many rights under a Democratic Party, but because of the fact that things, when it comes to like rights and laws, will be objectively worse under Trump and objectively like more firm and damaging to our communities. That being said,
under Trump?
Yeah.
Now let me rebuttal right quick. Now, the Biden administration got 8 million undocumented workers here, and they transpose. You remember I said zip codes, right? They transport those people into certain zip codes, usually black zip codes, like Chicago. You could claim you want asylum. They'll ship you Chicago. They'll pay you $1,500 for rent, give you a stipend. While you got fellow Chicago people in the same black neighborhoods don't get nothing. So how is that policy helping? And immigration, since the beginning of immigration in America, hurts blacks.
A New York welcome after a Texas rejection. On Wednesday morning, 3 more buses filled with migrants arriving in New York City. Women with children seen carrying little more than a plastic bag and a small collection of documents. This comes as Texas Governor Greg Abbott repeatedly sends thousands of migrants from the border state to Democrat-run cities like Washington, D.C. and New York, all since May. A move triggering sharp condemnation from New York's mayor on Sunday.
This is horrific.
The cities say lack of notice about migrant arrivals has meant a lack of preparation for city immigration officials.
A bus company that is chartered by the state of Texas is not communicating with New York City, so it's hard to know the time of arrival. This is a political stunt by Governor Abbott. He's unfortunately using human beings as political pawns.
In Washington, D.C., more than 5,500 migrants and asylum seekers have been transported to the nation's capital from Texas, prompting D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser to request assistance from the National Guard, a request denied by the Pentagon, according to a letter reviewed by NBC. As for Texas's reasoning, in a statement, Governor Abbott says, quote, in addition to Washington, D.C., New York City is the ideal destination for these migrants who can receive the abundance of city services and housing that Mayor Eric Adams has boasted about within the sanctuary city.
This will be my last thing because I got to get back there.
Okay.
But this is also, I can't speak to that problem itself because I'm not well known up upon it. But just like answering directly what I can answer, this is why I also say that I do not believe any national politician is good. Looking at things in like the Heritage Foundation and Project 2025, that's why it's like, okay, well, yeah. And obviously, just like the Republican Party's history, I believe that they're objectively worse for us. However, the Democratic Party isn't for us. They aren't. They are for themselves. They are for their own benefits. And they use the fact that the Republican Party is objectively worse to keep us voting for them, because it's like they're able to say like, okay, well, you know, let's say the Republican Party's like, oh yeah, we're gonna have you homeless, we're gonna put you in jails, and we're gonna lynch you. And the Democratic Party's like, okay, well maybe we won't lynch you, but we'll let you starve because you can't afford housing. So it's like, they are objectively better, I guess, but they aren't for us at all. Which is why I will never say I support any Democratic politician. But if I had to compare and contrast, I guess I can. But I simply don't believe in like national politics as a whole.
It's more options. They make it seem like it's only 2 options. And it's more. That's why I say neither one of them is it at all.
The third option is
like you don't even want to vote. Exactly.
Well, before y'all go, I'm just gonna let you know, Malcolm X, you heard of him, right?
Yeah, of course.
He had a speech called The Battle of the Bullet. He talks about Republicans and Democrats. He said the Democrats are a fox, Republicans are a wolf. Both of them eat meat. So both of them ain't no good for you. You just gotta, you know, so you gotta handle it like you handle it.
Toward the lamb. And usually the fox is the one who ends up with the lamb chop on his plate. the wolf doesn't act friendly, and therefore the wolf has more difficulty in getting the lamb chopped in his plate.
I'd like to point out, though, that...
And I say that because it is usually if you study the structure of the Negro community, economically, politically, civically, psychologically, and otherwise, it's controlled by the white liberal, who usually poses as the friend of the Negro, who actually differs from the white conservative in the same way that the fox differs from the wolf. Their appetite is the same. Their motives are the same. It's only their mannerisms and methods that differ. But
least heaviest option, I guess.
And that's still bad. Maybe the best thing to do is not vote and force politicians to come to us.
That's a bad thing too.
Yeah,
it's like you let whoever wins, basically.
You had Trump for 4 years. Why are you scared, young lady?
I ain't scared. I'm voting for Harris. You know, like, but
yeah, I wouldn't say scared is the word. What's it called? Because I understand what you're saying. It's not like, oh, I'm scared of Trump going back to office.
Right, like,
it's more of a like, we know that we know what we're gonna do, and at the end of the day, like, our focus is going to be on community, building ourselves up, and making sure like people have things like access to food, medicine, water,
opportunity to work,
safe
neighborhoods,
housing,
clean
outside,
neighborhoods.
Yes, out and doing as much of that as
and
we
women's
can
rights
outside
too.
of the
We
system.
need women's rights.
Women's rights, reproductive rights.
Hello, what rights women don't have these days besides y'all reproductive?
We got a lot
besides the
of women
reproductive.
talking about women's vaginas right now, and you know, and people put Christian inside. You know, the government, that's not supposed to be that either. They have their views. Yeah, they have their stuck in views of, yeah, women shouldn't do this, women shouldn't do that. You killing babies, nah.
Yeah. And even if women,
that baby.
don't say that. No, that's gonna be a baby from God coming to you.
And even if, just to come to your defense a little bit, even if in the specific laws, it's not saying like women can't work anymore, since the people in power are still carrying those not just misogynistic mindsets, but genuinely intent, it still ends up negatively impacting women, even if the laws are technically fair.
We need to get all them old men out, because it's like it's a new age. Like, we sticking to the Bible. It's a new age. Like,
but what's wrong with the Bible now?
The Bible cool, but like we can't have.
That's gonna be another talk.
What's wrong? What's wrong with the Bible?
I'm a Buddhist, by the way, but that's going to be another talk.
I can actually answer this one. As
someone
someone who doesn't even like, I'm not anti the Bible. What I am anti is the Bible having influence over people's lives who decide that they don't want it to have influence over their lives. So it's not like, oh, the Bible's this evil book.
The Bible itself is not evil.
Yeah, but like people shouldn't be able to use it to dictate over other people who do not follow it.
That's the European Bible.
It's been changed so many times.
I feel you on the whole, that's the European Bible, but I can even expand that to things myself. Like, I don't necessarily subscribe to any religion, but I'll just say my practices, even in my own practices, if there was someone who says, nah, I don't want to follow that, cool. I'm under no right to enforce it onto them.
That's
you're a sinner.
The Bible don't enforce its religion.
No, it's not that, but it's the people.
Yeah.
All right. I won't say I'm a Christian, but I believe in Jesus. So however you describe that.
My family's like, it's like they don't go to church or anything, or like, you know, follow the Bible, but they believe in Jesus. They're Christians, 100%. You know.
The way I walk in life, my motion, the things I have, that should rub off to some people. Say, what kind of religions do you got? I say, well, I got this. Even though I'm standing up with busted leg, busted this, and my spinal cord fucked up, I'm still here chatting with y'all guys, and that's by the grace of God. So,
hey, I respect everybody's religion as long as it resonates with you and you're happy. That's all.
Yeah, peace and love.
Now, why you want to be a Buddhist?
It just resonates with me.
Like what part? The fat guy?
Hey, Buddhists don't even worship Buddha.
No, we don't. It's more so a way of life, more so.
Like what?
You follow his way of living.
Like, what is that?
I do need to be better. But it's just like Christian, no killing, no eating meats or.
Oh, we mean Christian. Christians kill.
Y'all not supposed
Christians
to
kill.
Y'all not supposed to kill.
Well, the Old Testament, Joshua.
Y'all not supposed to kill.
Joshua, God said Joshua go down there and kill all them niggas.
Y'all don't have to kill just like we got.
But like, there's the whole like, you know, do unto others as like you wouldn't want others to kill you, so don't do that to them. You feel me?
Yeah.
The general vibe of like just trying to maintain a quote unquote peaceful world.
I feel like everybody has the same thing going on.
Yeah.
Like, we have the same thing going on. We just not doing it right. I don't know what's going on. Like, we all have the same way of thinking. We all want to live a peaceful life and be good and not everybody like that.
All right. Well, I'm about to close this up, guys. Thank you for the interview. Thank you for your time. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Y'all just blessed me today. Thank you for everything. Hey, good day, everybody. My name is Louis, and I'm just came to let you know that I have the best financial book for Black people on the market today. This book is designed to help you with things like student loans, housing, employment, and also create income streams so you can support your family and provide security for everybody around you guys. This book is Black owned, and I use a whole lot of Black companies making this book. This book is available on the link below. Make sure you check it out, guys. Check out my reviews. As of today, every person who read my book gave me a phone call about how great the book is, guys. Don't miss this great opportunity to earn some black magic, guys. And it's a quick read and it's entertainment. Look at it. I got strippers in the name. But the book is called From 0 to 200K. You can check out this book with the link below. Have a good day.
So boring. It's so boring. I wish I had a coloring book that speaks to me. What is this? Oh my gosh! Coloring book of Black Icons. Viola Davis. Ooh, this is cool. Stanley is a super talented basketball coach and former player. Okay, we got some good people. Wow! It's Michael Jackson! Does this look like Michael Jackson? Order your coloring book of Black Icons today.
Introducing the Coloring Book of Black Icons, a vivid coloring book celebrating famous African-American figures, from Simone Biles to Michael Jackson. Ignites your child's imagination from learning about inspiring leaders in history. Each page is a journey through courage, creativity, and change. Let's color the story that shaped the world.